What is up, guys? It is the Bluebloods here coming at y'all with a Monday morning episode, Monday, June 7th, man. Hope y'all had a real good weekend. I know Brandon did. His Clippers pulled it out today, won the game 7 over the Mavs, so he's celebrating hard down there in Louisiana. But we got a storyline here regarding a former player on a podcast, be a shorter episode today. The college football world kind of took a snooze this weekend. Not much going on out in the college football world, but Johnny Manziel, man, who would have thought Money Manziel would still be making headlines in 2021? On his appearance on Barstool's Bussin' with the Boys podcast, he made and I guess he finally admitted he actually was paid. That the NCAA actually suspended him for a real reason. I'll let him talk about it. So we have this video. I'll have to break it up into little chunks, as y'all know. Don't want to get copyrighted on YouTube. They give you those strikes, and then we lose the chance. It's a whole thing. But this is Money Manziel on the podcast, Bussin' with the Boys.
He's like, yo, how would you want to make $3,000? I'm turning around, I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. I got like $65 in my bank account. I'm waiting on that, beginning of the month, January stipend check. So I take this guy's number down. We're doing it all sneaky.
So, Brandon, do you have any, we talked to Cole Cuban about this. Do you know how much those stipends are?
Yeah, they're a decent bit. I don't know the exact figures. I know that they get like a decent bit every semester.
Okay, yes, you can make an argument for some players they got to support their family. Not for Manziel's case. He has a pretty wealthy family. Like, dude, how you blowing through thousands of dollars when you ain't got rent, you ain't got power, you ain't got food? Like, what are you doing?
I know a couple ways, and it's Johnny Manziel. So,
because he doesn't have to buy a drink at Texas A&M.
No, that's a fact. But he's probably not spending his money on drinks, Zach. So his nickname was literally Money Manziel, dude. What are we talking about? Like, how is this a shocker to anyone?
Fair enough. But hang on, it gets just dumber. Come on, man.
We don't want to get caught. We're trying to learn from everybody else that's got caught.
Yeah.
And, may or may not have gone back to this guy's condo and signed probably 10,000 pieces.
He got it out of here.
He gave me
10,000 pieces. Okay, I wish I had one of those pieces. I'm not going to lie. I would love a Money Manziel jersey. But, Brandon, listen, if you're getting into some shady business, and the person doesn't already have a plan not to get caught, and he invites you to study how not to get caught, that's probably not a good look, right?
Probably not. What I will say, Zach, is that what do you make, like $30,000 on all of this, like total?
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Well, okay, so I think the original was he was going to be paid $3,000 to go sign some jerseys or whatever. And then he went and signed 10,000 things for $30,000. That is criminal to Johnny Manziel. He should have been paid so much more than that.
I agree. But so this happened about the same time he was suspended. And Brandon, there's actually someone who called out Manziel because of this. And so I just want to keep that in the back of your mind, because he was the guy who broke the news initially and was slandered by Texas A&M's president. And he had the story right on the nose, but I'll get this reaction as we finish this up.
$3,000.
The fucking horse.
10,000 items, fucking $3,000. He got $3,000 for 10.
$3,000, actually, not 30.
No. If you move on through the clip, he'll say that someone called him up and told him that he was being underpaid. He can make $30,000.
Okay, but he only made $3,000 off the first batch. That's pretty tough.
No, that's what
that's a lot of signatures, bro.
That's
you're the
30 cents, Zach.
Listen, what was his major? His major had to be business. You figure he would be able to calculate out the price per item or something like that.
That's tough.
Brad, if you're the Heisman winning quarterback, you have everything to lose. Once you place a little bit of value, like that's like going to rob a bank for like $200, bro. At least like get the safe.
Right. No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And I think later on he did end up doing it for like 30 grand, which is better, but
Still not great.
no, still not great. You know how much, dude? Take one guess on how much a Johnny Manziel jersey, a Texas A&M signed jersey, was going for when he was at A&M. How much
Oh,
is
a
that
lot.
for? It's like, I mean, that's like easy $100 at least, at very
No,
least.
bro, it's $100 now. It was probably like $400 or $500 while he was in school.
Yeah, so like this, I don't know. That might be like the smartest criminal in the world paying Johnny Manziel $3,000 for 10,000 pieces.
I need to know how much. Who was it? Terrell Pryor made at Ohio State.
Oh, dude, come on.
I need to know because I need to compare. Because Johnny Manziel was way better than Terrell Pryor.
Right.
I don't know, but hang on. Let's finish this up.
On Instagram trying to find out how to get a table at Live. I'm signing these autographs, and this other guy who's like bringing the pictures over. He's like, "Yo, you're getting fucking ripped off. Here's this guy's number. Hit him up. He'll give you $30,000." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man! I'm gonna make 3 and then 30." So this guy pretty much is like, "All right, go to this room at the Fountain Blue. All the stuff will be in there laid out, and when you're done, just send me a picture of all of it. I'll give you the code of the safe, the money."
That's the sketchiest thing of all time. I just want to say, anytime you're doing shady business, and the dude said, "I'm not gonna be there. Just head to this room. It will all be there. And when you finish, then I might give you the code to open the safe." Come on, dude. Like, you got to do better business than that.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, all you did was like cramp your hand up a few times signing all these things if you don't get paid. That's just like a couple hours of your life gone, like worst case scenario. So I mean, it's really sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the most sketchy story I've ever heard.
I mean, like, I don't understand it, man. Like, you're the. We'll address all like the moral implications to this at the end, but man, what a way! Just hey, bro, like there may be a safe that I might give you the code after you do all this work for me. Like, what would have happened if you didn't get the code? Because you couldn't have snitched.
That's wild.
Just burn all the merchandise in the middle of the hotel lobby. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what you want to do.
The whole hotel goes up in flames.
Let's finish this.
I got to make a somewhat of a decent living in college, and we went 9-4 the next year.
30,000 4 times a year.
We went 9-4 the next year. So if the NCAA wants to take my fucking 9-4 season away and my Chick-fil-A bowl against Duke, fucking below me.
Well, he is the interview in the only way I feel like Johnny Manziel could have ended that interview by telling the NCAA to blow him. But Brandon, I mean, was this smart by Manziel? And like, what are we doing here? Like at this point,
what do you mean was it smart by Manziel? So we didn't even get to the part where like immediately following that, I think Taylor Lewan asked him if like what happens if the NCAA goes back. Because he just told the NCAA to blow him, like if they take away that season, whatever. He's like, well, what if they take away your Heisman? Like he just forgot about that, and he goes, "Yeah, I didn't accept any money before I won the Heisman."
Yeah, and he said he thought his statute of limitations are up. Like, I don't think is that a thing in the NCAA? I know that's a thing for like legal court cases, but is that a thing for the NCAA?
I mean. Technically, no, but who knows, dude? I'm not a lawyer. I'll say that first of all. But
okay, I don't think that. I mean,
but like second of all, like the FBI gets involved with the NCAA all the time, especially with like players taking money. So maybe it is legal. Who knows?
I don't know how long. I'm trying to think how long it was after SMU got caught. Like how far back they retroactively punished them. It was like a few years, I think, in Miami that had the same thing happen to them where they retroactively got punished. And
Reggie Bush, I mean, just suddenly didn't win the Heisman one year.
Yeah.
Like he found out to like 10 years later.
Exactly. So I don't think the statute of limitations were up, my guy.
I just don't think he cares. Which
he doesn't. He's never has. That's the thing. Like he never has cared, and that's what I don't get. Like he was such a good player, and I always supported his on the field celebrations because anyone who gets mad because a player is good and celebrates is just is just a bum. Like, stop it. Let them have fun. Celebrations are so much like they should bring it back where you lift the damn field goal thing and pull out a pen and sign it, and then like T.O. and Chad Ochocinco and all them were out there doing it. They should bring all that back. But man, like, are you that low down? Like that's the only way you can generate a buck, by being like, oh, I cheated. I broke the rules. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. At the same time, like, you have to figure, like, all this name, image, and likeness stuff is getting legalized now. So, I mean, yeah, he did it, whenever he was in college when it wasn't legal. But, I mean, signing jerseys, that's the same thing that Eli Manning got in trouble for. Like, that's something that players are going to be able to do moving forward. Like, should the NCAA really go back and retroactively punish him for something that they are legalizing, like, now?
I don't know. Like, so I'm not mad about that he did it, because like me and you have both been on the name, image, likeness side. Like, we think players should be able to do stuff like this in college, because what does it hurt? Why can't they make a living? But at the same time, why would you want to hurt the university that gave you everything?
Right.
Because this is going to hurt Texas A&M possibly more than even Manziel. Because like Manziel said, you can't do anything. But do you not care about the university that allowed you to have this platform?
I will say I listened to one of Arian Foster's podcasts, and he hates Tennessee. Like, he went to Tennessee and he hates that school with a passion. And you can make
that's different though. That's different though. Tennessee did him dirty. We need to do an episode on that, because Tennessee did him so dirty.
They did, but I mean, that's not even all of it either. Like, he hates the NCAA in general because of this, that players have never been able to profit from anything, and like they get treated like they're nothing. And that's been true in the past. Like, players have been treated just like, oh, you're entertainment, whatever. And that's you can't argue with me on that. Like, that's how it's been.
No, definitely can't.
So so maybe that's the case here. I mean, I don't think Texas A&M necessarily did him dirty, but like maybe he has this negative outlook toward the NCAA, and he's already past Texas A&M. Who really cares at this point?
Yeah, I don't know, because like I haven't seen a university defend someone like Texas A&M defended him, because USC threw Reggie Bush to the dogs.
Yeah,
the Tennessee threw Arian Foster to the dogs. I mean, like, the only university that stuck by Manziel like that's similar is Auburn sticking by Cam Newton.
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be something, because like this next story, we can wrap it up here. We're going to keep this a shorter episode. Darren Ravel, Sports Business Insider, actually was the one that broke the news on Twitter about Manziel doing autographs. And he tweeted this when this came out. He said, after Manziel's autograph for cash admission, it's time for Texas A&M Chancellor John Sharp to apologize for defaming me and attacking my credibility in front of Aggie fans for the sport of it. It's been 8 years coming. Man, I don't know. Like, listen, I get it. You got to ride for your dog, but like, you can't defame some like you knew it was happening. Like, you like, I don't know. Do you think you should get an apology?
I will never be on Ravel's side. Ravel's a loser, and this is seriously like the thing that he's like gonna like if he's gonna die on this hill. Like, yeah, like he said, it's been 8 years. I don't think Texas A&M did any like defamation toward Darren Ravel. Like, he's still relevant today. Like, if they would have like defamed his character, then he probably wouldn't be in sports media, right? But he is. He's on Twitter every single night tweeting about how, yes, this player made this much money on their contract, but really after taxes, they only made this much. He's a loser, Zach.
He's a nerd, as Brandon would say. He's a nerd. But, guys, man, this is kind of a lighthearted topic to start the week, man, as we had kind of like a lull throughout the weekend. But we got some big recruiting news on the horizon. Some big announcements coming soon for the podcast. Guys, we had some stuff fall through with the Arkansas guest. We get him back on later this week. So no full episode today. Tomorrow, though, we kick back off our SEC in 30 days with Florida. We got an awesome guest. So we got Florida coming up next, followed by Missouri later in the week. And then we'll get the Arkansas stuff worked out. So we apologize for that. But, guys, as always, Monday through Friday, 2-minute drill right here on YouTube. Man, y'all been killing it. We are up over 250 subscribers, over halfway to the 300 mark, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Hashtag road to 1K here on the Blue Bloods. Appreciate all y'all support, man. But for your boy B-Dub, for myself, the 2-minute drill, and the Blue Bloods, guys, we are out.